Good morning, Grammar 4. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We are going to be doing a pretty fun, I was going to say experiment today, but we'd be doing that in class. We're going to do a fun lesson today. So, of course, by now, guys, you should be doing your facts practice already. You should have already done it. And you should also have done your mental math warm-up, including that problem solving. So, let's get on to evaluating expressions. So, before we jump into this, I want to talk a little bit about what it means to evaluate. That's what we see up here. To evaluate means to make sense of something. So when we're in math talking about evaluating an expression, we're talking about making sense of some combination of numbers and an operation. So we think of the four operations. We think of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And those operations are doing something with numbers. So when we look down here at the new concept, and it says, what is the value of the following expression? Again, an expression is any combination of numbers and operations. So what is the value of the following expression? Well, we know that 7 is being added to an unknown value. So we don't know what this expression is equal to, but we can evaluate if we know the value of n. So if I were to tell you that the value of n was, I don't know, say 4, then we could substitute 4 into n, and then we could do the expression, or we could evaluate the expression. So if n is equal to 4, then we're going to say 4 plus 7 equals 11. Now, let's go ahead and go down to the example. If r is 5, then what is the value of each of these expressions? Little web whiteboard over here. So let's go back to this question. It says if r is 5, then what is the value of each of these expressions? Well, here we see r plus 3. Well, if we don't know what r is, then we can't find out what this is equal to. We can't evaluate it. But if we know that r is 5, then we're going to replace r with r with 5, and then we can go ahead and we can evaluate it based on what we know. Well, we know that r is going to add 3 to r, or 5, and we get the sum of 8. What if I said r minus 3? Well, again, we could not evaluate this expression unless we knew the value of r. So we're going to replace r with 5 because that's what they tell us in the example. It says if r is 5. So we're going to go back here. We're going to replace r with 5. We're going to go ahead and subtract it, and we get a difference of 2. Now the next one is 3r. Whenever you have a variable, which is this number right here, or this letter right here, which represents an unknown number, whenever you have a number and a variable stuck together, just like this, you know that you are multiplying 3 r's. My baby is out of his crib. Hold on, guys. Actually, you know what? We're just going to keep on teaching. All right, so if you have 3r, we can replace r with 5. So we're going to say 3. We're going to replace it in parentheses. And we're going to say 3 times 5, because when you replace with parentheses, it's the same, in this case, as multiplying by 5. And we get a product of 15. All right, let's come on back over to the textbook. And let's go to the next page. All right, the next page is your lesson practice. Awesome. Okay, guys, go ahead and do your lesson practice now. And when you are all done with that, please make sure that your parents check off on your work. And then when you get it all right, go ahead and do the mixed practice. Okay, guys, hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. Bye.